Good afternoon, teacher. I hope you are very well. Today I will explain about the preparation of compressed air. For this type of air to be used and benefit many industries in pneumatic process, a process of cleaning and purification of compressed air must be carried out. And to carry out this process, specialist elements are required that can facilitate execution and thus obtain a quality air. The components involved in this whole process will be mentioned below. Suction filters. Oil filters for suction operation are used to protect the pump that is still in the circuit. Although it only separates the larger dead residues, this filter is the one that takes the air for the atmosphere in order to begin the process of preparing it. Moisture can be removed by a water separator filter. It should be noted that you must have a good evacuation pipe. This process has a disadvantage since a filter cannot separate water vapor, and if the compressed air contains moisture, must undergo drying. For this, there are different types of procedures. Process number 1. Cooling drying. This process is based on the principle of a reduction in the dew point temperature. This process is carried out in order to cool the gas, causing the humidity to start condensing. The route the air takes through the dryer is as follows. Number 1. Compressed air enters the dryer by first passing through the air-air exchanger. Number 2. The hot air entering the dryer is cooled by dry. Cold air from the heat exchanger vaporizer. Number 3. The water condensate is evacuated from the heat exchanger through the separator. Number 4. This pre-cooled air passes through the refrigeration unit and is further cooled to a temperature of about 274.7 Kelvin rate. In this process, the previously condensed water and oil are removed a second time. Number 5. Subsequently, the compressed air passes through a fine filter in order to eliminate dirt particles residues again. The second process is absorption drying. Absorption drying is a purely chemical process in which water vapor is bound to the absorption material. The absorption material can be solid or liquid. The most used chemical substances are sodium chloride and sulfuric acid, and this means that the possibility of corrosion of the parts of the dryer must be kept in mind. This method is rare and involves a high consumption of absorbent materials. The dew point is only reduced to a limited extent. And the last process is adsorption drying or desiccant drying. Adsorption is the position of substances on the surface of solid bodies. The material used for this process is a drying gel composed mainly of silicon oxide. The mission of the gel is to absorb the water and also its vapor. The humid compressed air is passed through the gel bed that fixes the humidity. The absorption capacity of one unit is naturally limited. 2 absorption units are always used if the gel from the first absorption unit is saturated, the equipment switches to the second unit, while the first unit is regenerated by a drying process. With hot air, Unit 2, which is in parallel with Unit 1, can be used for drying compressed air. In this type of drying, oil cannot enter since the capillaries of the porous element will be blocked and its regeneration will be impossible. The absorbent element is renewed approximately every 2 years. If this process is well executed, we will have the purified air that maintains its properties intact, and its flow throughout the system will be correct, making the operation of the system totally optimal. Thanks for your attention.